Hello and welcome to Mtoto News Insight, where we bring you news and information about children as it comes to our desk. My name is Anne Wambui. How safe are children living in children homes? Children suffer in the hands of charitable children institutions as child trafficking cases are on the rise in Kenya, even as the government departments and private institutions prioritize child protection. Martin Gakuo reports.
Good Samaritan Children Rehabilitation Home is for another time on a spot for missing child allegedly trafficked. As a result, the court ordered foreclosure as another parent reports her 5-year-old child disappearance while in the premises.
Kwa kazi nikarudi. Huyo mzee jirani yangu ndio akakuja akaniambia mtoto wako kutoka saa 7 amepotea. Nikamuuliza. Akaniambia mtoto wako anapenda starehe sana za TV. Ana mapali yako ya tu wako kuangalia TV. Tukienda mara nyingine tena anatuonyesha vibaya. Sasa nikaona sina nini.
Mtoto mmoja tu huko Gudi. Akakuja akatuambia ameona mtoto Good Samaritan ya Dandora. Tulishika njia mpaka Dandora. Kufika huko watoto kuona walianza kulia ndo mashiko. Kidogo kuulizia mtoto alikuwa hapo, haikujulikana alienda aje. Mtoto alipotelelea huko Good Samaritan.
Last month on October 19, 2 women were arrested on allegation of child trafficking through Good Samaritan Home in Lucky Summer Estate, Nairobi. According to the Directorate of Criminal Investigation, Mercy Boro is said to be the director of the children's home. Mogeshi Boro is alleged to have offered the baby for adoption for the purpose of trafficking. However, she was released on a cash bill of 200,000. Reporting from Toto News, Martin Gakuo.
Over 600,000 candidates in Kenya sat for their first KCSE theory examination on Monday, 5th November, scheduled to go for the next 3 weeks.
Pre-measures have been taken by the Ministry of Education to curb cheating in this year's both KCSE and KCPE examinations as more cabinet ministers appear involved in the preparations.
Incredible. I've seen it for myself, the strictness of how the arrangement has been made, right from the container up to right in the classroom where everybody is witnessing and very transparent. I think this to me is a very clear indication that the process is of high integrity, and this is really what we want as a country as we move forward to improve the quality of education. This is the process that we want to maintain and sustain it, and I want to congratulate those who have been behind it.
The KCSE exams are expected to end on November 29th, following the over 900,000 candidates who sat for their KCPE that ended on November 2nd. Education Cabinet Secretary Amina Mohamed declared the period was dealt with desired highest integrity standards.
We have agreed that we'll all work together. I've put a team at the ministry together to start the exercise, and along the way we'll bring everybody in.
On the same matter, cases of teenage childbirth were reported during the concluded KCPE exams. 20 babies and more than 100 expectant candidates were reported, with Mombasa and Kwale on the lead.
We are working on a policy as government on teenage pregnancies in schools, and we'll roll it out at an appropriate time. But I think it's really sad, and I was just urging everybody when I spoke last and appealing that we really protect these children.
The number of rape cases involving children is on the rise, with more than 7,000 cases reported in the last 10 years as per the Child Protection Report, and a huge number which goes unreported. Ann Kibei with more on this.
Dutch pedophile suspect was arrested in Nairobi Kasarani area by a multi-agency team of detectives from the Child Protection Unit and Transnational Organized Crime Unit on Thursday, November 1st. Hans Egan Riens, aged 66, is said to have defiled 3 minors aged 8, 9 and 10 in 2016. Mr. Riens had disappeared for 2 years, where the police had vainly attempted to track him down to answer on the defilement charges. It was until a few days ago that the police finally caught up with him, and he was arraigned in court on Friday, 2nd November, for sexual offences believed to have been committed on different occasions in 2016, awaiting verdict. And in Tigoni, Kiambu County, a 14-year-old girl was allegedly raped in a police cell last month, and the incident went unreported. The Standard 8 girl, an orphan, is now reported to be 3 weeks pregnant. The girl was defiled at Tigoni police station after she was put in a cell together with male criminals where she was awaiting to be taken to Kirigiti Center for Girls in Kiambu.
It is disturbing and it is heartbreaking because we get these stories almost every other day. And the challenge is, if the system is broken, where will people go for help, and especially children?
Police say the incident is under investigation. From Toto News, I'm Ann Kibei.
Did you know that an estimated 23% of girls in Kenya are married before their 18th birthday? Dennis Njoroge with more.
Child marriage rates in Kenya vary across regions, with northeastern and coast regions having the highest prevalence rates, with Nairobi and Central recording the lowest rates. According to a research done in Nairobi, slums are the worst affected by child marriage, followed by peri-urban areas which include Kayole, Zimmerman, and Dagoretti. Some of the factors that are leading to child marriage include poverty, ignorance, culture norms, and child trafficking.
Men who marry the girls. And if men say no to marrying young girls, then that practice will stop. So if men unanimously make the decision not to marry children, then we will end child marriage in this country. We realize that our community is patriarchal. It is the men who make decisions, and so you end up seeing that even if we do a lot of advocacy or awareness on child marriage, we have to involve the men, because the men hold the key to stopping child marriage.
In Kenya, approximately 2 million girls of school-going age are not in school, and only 47.6% are enrolled in secondary school compared to 52.4% of boys. According to the new marriage bill, marriage below the age of 18 can result to stiff penalties. If nothing is done to change this trend, an estimated 70 million girls will be married as children over the next 5 years. This translates to tens of thousands of girls every day. Reporting from Toto News, I'm Dennis Njoroge.
According to a report index released on November 2nd by Child Wellbeing, Africa is sitting on a demographic time bomb in terms of child friendliness, since long-term investment in nutrition, healthcare, education, and employment is not prioritized. This then intensifies poverty, inequality, unemployment, and instability, and creates a serious human development crisis. The report is based on Child Friendliness Index, which ranks 52 African countries on the progress of realizing the right and well-being of children, Mauritius at the top and Eritrea at the bottom.
We have a number of programs that we implement, one of which is what we call the Child Wellbeing Report. This is a biennial report that comes out every 2 years to monitor the state of child well-being in the continent. So it's an Africa-wide report. It's an advocacy report that looks into different issues that relate to child well-being. But one important component of the report is that it produces a comparative index that compares countries vis-a-vis their respective efforts in addressing child well-being issues, in the realization of child rights issues. The index has around 42 indicators. These indicators are based on the 3 pillars of the African Charter and the UNCRC, namely provision, protection, and participation.
Mrs. Grassa Machel, launching the report, said that every child should be given fair and equal chance in life regardless of gender, ethnicity, religion, wealth, or background. That brings us to the end of this week's news bulletin. For more news and information, visit our website at www.mtotonews.com and follow us on social media pages at Mtoto News. Thank you for watching. Until next week, I am Ann Wambui.